I enjoy comparing the different ways birds of prey attack. You've got eagles doing the classic Lord of the Skies, King of the Air, Death from above type pose. Then you've got peregrine falcons who are just like, fuck it, tactical missile strike. And then, of course, there are ospreys who do a big stretch, lethal intent. And then, of course, there are ospreys who do a big stretch, lethal intent. Beep boop, I look for accidental haiku posts. Sometimes I mess up. Good job, haiku bot. Okay, a bit of a fair warning. This next post is going to be a bit NSFW, so if you're not into that, then skip ahead to here. Okay, moving on. Elf sex. 3 to 12 effeminate twinks coo and giggle in a sensual pile in the woods. Sometimes the elf queen joins and pretends they're her baby birds. A pair of strong, able-bodied warriors tactically agree to mate as equals under a binding contract of tome-like thickness, with consent from the council. Gnome 6. A married couple of 200 years finally gives into the temptation to call upon the stork to deliver their child, then sleep in separate beds completely satisfied. None of you are ready for orc sex. 3 orcs enter the bedroom and only 2 orcs leave. Oh, God. How does one get their own pair of tits? Asking for a friend. Bumps into you, directly injecting estradiol valor into your sub... Dennis's belly fat. Oh, sorry, I'm feminizing the Western man. Blushes. Oh, God. Okay, next post. We need to go back to using sailing ships full time, like immediately. Yes, it would take longer to get places, but the aesthetic is unmatched. Like, there is nothing sexier than this. And it's also more environmentally friendly. Can't wait for OP to get scurvy. Are you under the impression that the ships themselves are what caused scurvy? Weren't these ships used for colonizing India and the slave trade? Once again, do you think this is the fault of the ships themselves? Tumblr users will try to make any ship problematic. Hey, that's a good one. One of the most difficult things to do as a transgender college student in 2023 is to pretend like you still tolerate Harry Potter references. Yeah, I'm not even in college and this rings true to me. Bro, I'm not coming over. The only drinks you have is nefarious elixir. Coward. Here's my OC. My wheel tosses. My wheel tosses. Well, that's the wrong copy paste. Ironically, one of the funniest things I think I've seen ever on this fucking website, and yes, I'm going to reblog this like every other day. I voice acted that! Okay, this next one is a bit of a content warning for disturbing imagery, so skip ahead to here if you want to avoid that. Okay. Oh my god, look at that. That dude looks so weird. It's so scary. I'm gonna make a TikTok about how it's probably a spooky cryptid. Clearly, this animal is diseased and suffering. I will call my Fish and Wildlife authorities to alert them to this cause so they can try to help the animal and monitor local disease outbreaks. People of TikTok, please learn about some wildlife diseases before you start labeling every cervid with abnormal behavior / appearance as a not deer. God, I feel so bad for that poor little deer. Look at how much it must feel in pain. Oh, God. Oh, no. A bit of a grammatical error on the were. Anyway, were you born a misogynist, or do you think society, porn, made you that way? Society, porn. We live in a society. Porn. The jerker. The jerker. Not very good at asking for things that I want. Worst they can say is no. Not even true. And also, have you considered that kind of sucks? Going to reframe this by saying a different phrase, which is, the answer is always no if you never ask. If you don't give people opportunities to say yes, then the answer will always be no. Don't self-reject. Oh my God, thank you for that advice so much. Oh my God, that will probably be very helpful to me if I even decide to keep that in mind, which I might not even do that anyway. Yeah, you're right. It would be pretty fucked up if you were a swan, but you were raised by ducks and you grew up never seeing another swan or even knowing that such a thing as a swan even existed. So you just thought that you were a duck with something super wrong with it. Oh God, damn. Autism, trans moment, Kung Fu Panda. Can I be all of these? Okay, but on a serious note, listen. If you think that the moral of the ugly duckling is that everyone's beautiful or no one's ugly, you're wrong. I hate how misunderstood this story is. Oh my God. The moral of the story is that you need to understand why you are different if there is like a big difference about you that separates you from everyone. You need to know what that is. Otherwise, you're going to grow up thinking that something is deeply wrong with you. And that's not fun. Seriously, we need to reteach this story in like schools and stuff with that message because too many people are just like, oh, it's a message about beauty. No, stop. Neurotypicals. Talking straight. Whoa. And I'm sorry, my throat is kind of sore. You good? Not sick, right? Nah, I was just talking straight for 6 hours last night. I just meant talking nonstop for 6 hours. Talking straight? You mean your old deep voice? No. What? To be clear, this wasn't something that offended me. I just think it's kind of funny given it was an actual misunderstanding. That is pretty funny. Oh boy, this next one is going to be so fun to voice act.
This is going to be fun.
I want that twink obliterated. This is how the movie went, right? By whom, though? I might be your average hunk body type, but I'm not exactly a top. I have a couple of exes that I could call that might be his type. You want me to get someone who would take him out for dinner first, or just... I want you to kill him! I read that in their voices. How the fuck did you do so perfect?